Lassies, welcome back to the workshop here at Outlaw Guitars with me, Rob. It's been 2 days since we glued the neck into the body, no one. So we're going to get that, all the clamps not moved, and then we'll have a look at it. Okay, let's have a look. We have a little bit of glue to take care of there, but we have a solid neck joint. Lovely. What we're going to do next is, there'll be a couple of wee dents here, but there's also a couple of scratches here that I want to raise up. So I'll damp it all down, I'll steam these bits to bring them back up, then we'll wait till it's dry, sand it all again, give the neck a finish sanding as well, and then I'm going to put some shellac on it. So we'll get that done now, and then we'll work out where we're putting our holes for our volume, tone and selector switch and stuff. And we're not too far away. Get the routing done, take this part of the neck out, and then that'll be it ready for finish and then wiring. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a bit of tape over the frets to protect the frets. I don't want them getting any scratches or dings or anything like that, so it'll just help protect them a wee bit. And I usually put the frets on, after the frets is done, I usually put a bit of tape on it just to kind of give them a wee bit of protection. Because it'll be getting turned over, up and down, that, you know. So I better just put a wee bit of tape on the frets. It's not got to do any harm, and it's got to stop them from taking any accidental damage. Well, that'll help. Let's get this damped down, and let's get those bits of grain and all that raised. Now, if you are just new to this channel, you'll not have seen this, well, you'll not have seen me doing it before, but what you do is, you get a wet towel, you get a steam iron, and you put the steam iron, once it's hot, onto that, and that will raise any dings, scratches, dents that might be on the wood. So that's what we're doing just now, just in case you haven't seen it before. Perfect. Lovely. Sorted. And because I've done this a few times before, there's no much furriness to the grain now. It's really quite smooth. So I'm not going to steam anything in the neck. I'm just giving the neck another wetting just to bring up any more grain It needs to be brought up before it gets the final sand. Then once I've done that, we'll leave it for a wee while to dry, and then we'll come back and get on with some sanding. Yet again. More sanding. But as I said, every time you do this, it raises the grain, but you only need to do it like, I don't know, three times, and then it's as good as it's got to get, like, if you do it right. And as you can see, I'm not going to stain it because there's enough going on in the wood itself that I don't need to stain it. So I'm just going to clear coat it, and it'll look fine. Now how's that for a lovely piece of wood? That's what it'll look like with clear coating. So now you know. So like I said, we'll let that dry for a wee bit, and then we'll come back and get on with more sanding, and I'll clear that wee bit of glue up there for the neck, and yeah, we're good to go. That'll be the routing next. So I'm going to get on and sand this. You don't need to see any more sanding. It's no exciting television or anything. So I'm going to get on and get this sanded down. I'm going to take that wee bit of glue from the neck there, and then I'll come back to you once we're ready to get this routed. We're at the time where we're going to have to route out this part of the neck, and that'll be it. We're golden. So I'm going to mark that, and then we're going to get it routed out. I already marked it with a pencil and scored it a bit, so I'm just going to make that score a wee bit deeper. Right, we now have a mark to work off. Now, just wondering, it'd be better maybe chiseling a wee bit to start with. Decisions, huh? Right, we've got a decent depth there, so we've got enough of the router bearing to run on there. Now all we need to do is tidy it up. Yeah, that would work. yeah, we could do that. Okay, I'll put the tape on, I'll glue it up, you've seen all that. Put the tape on, glue it up, and then I'll come back once it's ready to get routed. Got the camera as best I can, but you'll probably not see nothing once the router goes on it. But I'm trying to give you a different angle to see if you can see anything. But like I said, once the router goes on, you'll not see shit anyway. Beautiful. So I'll just take this off and then I'll bring you in for a close up. Right, there we go, all done and dusted, smooth. Right, that's all routed out, everything's all good in there. I'll get this all cleaned up now and then we'll come back.